Alright everybody, welcome to a Christmas special. I'm going to take a look at my collection here. I'll show you all the different armies that I have painted up. I'm only going to show painted stuff, and here's a kind of an overview of everything on those shelves. And yeah, I'll just walk through it. Lots of 40k and fantasy stuff. And so I started out playing Orcs way back in 2nd edition, and so Orcs are my first love, and I've got lots and lots of Orcs. So here's shelf 1, lots of boys here, three mobs of 30 boys, and a couple battle wagons, an old Death Dread there. The Death Rollas, I had one for each battle wagon, but I'm not really going to be using those now because they kind of got nerfed. Some Burna boys here up at the front. And of course, each mob has a knob with a power claw. Next shelf up, I've got 2 more battle wagons. Again, one with a Death Rolla, one with a a cannon on the front of it there. Grab a claw, and here's that Forge World conversion that I did. It's not actually Forge World; it's just a conversion of a truck to make it look like a big track. And that video is up on YouTube. Gets lots of hits. I guess it's an interesting one. Another truck there. I got my my Ludus, so Death Skull Ludus here in their blue colors, and then I've got some sort of goth sort of Ludus here with the red and checkers. Death Dread there, and there's a Mecha Dread or Mega Dread at the back. Some Killicans, some red ones there. Killicans converted out of Sentinels, Imperial Guard Sentinels, little grots in there. You can see those. And of course my Gorkanaut, or is it a Morkanaut? I always forget, I get those mixed up. Anyways, it actually is magnetized, so you could swap out the front of this gun here with the custom Mega Blasta. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, next shelf up, I've got my super heavy, well, what was that called? I forget, drawing a blank. Okay, so anyways, that's converted out of the Stormhammer. And it's the Orc Super Heavy from the First Apocalypse book. I think it was the First Apocalypse book. Some War Bikers here, just regular guys. And then I've got some of the Forge World Orc Knob Bikers there. And then the boss, what's his name, Darippa. And then some Knob Bikers there. One of the cool conversions I've got here is I use Apothecary bits from the Grey Knight Terminators to make my Pain Boy. So there you go. And then of course a Stompa, and no army would be complete without a big Stompa with my checker pattern and red goth sort of look there. Okay, over here I've got a Dakajet that was converted out of a World War II 1/48 scale Corsair, F4U Corsair, and magnetized propeller because those fall off a lot, which is just a one of these guy propellers. Some old second edition big guns. So there's a tractor cannon. That's the original incarnation. Very, very small compared to the new ones. I don't have any of the new ones painted up, but there's a Pulsar rocket. I wish they still had that in the list. So yeah, Defcopters. There we go. Drawing blanks here all day. There's my Captain Badrick, and I've got some flash kits here. Now I converted these flash kits out of Fantasy Orcs and some old custom Blastas I had, again, from 2nd edition. I do have some new flash kits, they're just not painted up yet. Okay, Burna Bomber here, standard loadout. Let's see, we've got some regular knobs there, the whole loadout of them. I've got my Weird Boy, who never really sees the table, new Pain Boy, Grug, the Rippa, just the standard Black Reach War Boss there, Zagstruck, some more Killicans, Gazgil, the new Shock Attack gun, and the old Shock Attack gun, and Mad Doc there. And my last shelf of Orcs, so I got another truck, so that's a total of 4 trucks that I have painted up. This one's sort of in Bad Moon's color. Some some Commandos, a converted big mech with custom force field, so I made this one up myself. Just a whole bunch of bits there, kind of a glowy thing at the top. Buzzgob, the Forge World mech boy, converted war boss here from the Sultan Black Reach, just gave him a two-handed power sword thing. There's the new mech boy with the magnetized arm there, and some other mech boys with the custom blastas. some of the old Mega Knobs. I haven't got any the new ones painted up, and then another mob of of Commandos. And these guys here are a bit more the traditional red pajamas kind of look. So that's all of my Orcs. I've got kind of, see what is it, 3 full shelves and then 3 half shelves of them. Next we got Space Wolves here. So I've got lots of guys, lots of the wolves, and some of these are fantasy dire wolves that are converted with the goblin wolf head. I did these before the actual 40k wolves came out. Yeah, I got the new flyer here, full of the transport. And of course there's videos for almost everything here. If you have any questions, be sure to post a comment. Got the battle standard bearer there, Logan Grimnar. I used to have Nigel, the Stormcaller, but he turned into Bob from the 40k rejects, so Dave has him permanently now. Let's see, some Thunderwolf Cav, regular Dreadnought, Drop Pod, and a Razorback, Land Raider, Crusader. And yeah, that's my Space Wolves. Okay, this shelf here is just kind of random stuff. So these are some of the one-off tutorials I've done. Some Tyranids, Eldar. Got the old 2nd edition Gadskill kind of hanging out there. And some of the old Mega Knobs, the original versions. And yeah, just kind of random stuff. Next up for fantasy, we have my Orcs and Goblin army. So let's see, got some. I tried to do a red theme with them, and the more I did of it, the less I kind of liked it. So I got some black Orcs there, the Doomdiver, a whole bunch of Snotlings. I had tons and tons of Snotlings back in 2nd edition when they were ammo for the shock attack gun. Some attack squigs, or sorry, whatever they're called. Spider Riders, a whole big mob of Boar Boys, the new version. So a unit filler there. Some regular boys, including the Animosity Orcs, counting as filler, and some regular Goblins, and of course my Mangler Squig, which is fine cast and has tilted over, which is really sad. Okay, up to the second shelf of Orcs and Goblins, we have some Night Goblins here, more Night Goblins back there, and another unit of Night Goblins right there, and they're all from the Battle for Skull Pass. I've got my Ragnarok Spider there. That looks really cool. I wish they had Forest Goblins that you could get to go along with that, apart from the ones that are riding it. Some Fanatics, and all my HQ choices here. I got my Battle Standard Bear. I've got the Shaman, the Savage Orc Shaman. These are some unit fillers, so you know, just random things from different boxes that I can use to sort of top up units if I don't have quite enough guys. Oh, that's stuck to another one. Okay. Skarsnik, some River Trolls there, and Savage Orcs, and finally some Spear Chuckas, Rock Labas, and the Idol. Oh, and then of course, drawing another blank here, the Azhag, the guy in the big Wyvern. I really don't like the other Wyvern, so this would count as a normal one, otherwise. And then some old regular Trolls. Moving up to my Skaven shelf, so a lot of stuff from the Island of Blood set. So all the clan rats are, I think all the ones I have painted are from Island of Blood. I've got some Plague Monks back there with the Doom Bell. Oh, sorry, the Plague Furnace Doom Bells over here. Got Doom Wheel, Abomination, more Plague Rat. Oh, sorry, more Clan Rats, and I've got the Plague Claw Catapult, and then some HQ choices, and Ogres, and that sort of thing. Moving up to my Ogre shelf. Okay, so my Ogre Kingdoms, I've got both of the giant things here. Stega, whatever they're, I'm forgetting what they're called. Got a regular giant, got the cannon there, some, oh man, I'm drawing blanks here on all the, I haven't used my Ogre Kingdoms on the tabletop at all, so this was just sort of a collection to paint up for fun, and yeah, I got lots more to paint there that I haven't got done. Okay, Moving across now, actually let's do the last fantasy army, my High Elves. So started out with the Island of Blood, so I've got some Sea Guard, I've got some Sword Masters. Actually I've done 2 units of Sword Masters, got the Reavers, and some regular guys there, so a huge unit of 40 Spearmen, some of the Dragon Cavalry, whatever they're called, a Phoenix painted up. Got the Lord on the Griffin from Island of Blood, and the spear thing with the flying boat, and a random dwarf, because I don't have a dwarf army, so he needs somewhere to go, and some of the HQ, or sorry, the Lords and Heroes. There we go. Okay, so that's all my fantasy armies. Let's go back to 40k. So from the starter box, the current one, actually I got this from 6th edition. So here's all the Chaos guys painted up with Cultists, Lord Cranon, and that sort of thing. Of course, facing off against my Dark Angels with the limited edition guy that came out the previous edition. Some regular Terminators, and then I added some of the Deathwing Knights. Got Samuel on his bike, and there we go, some of the biker boys, and of course the Imperial Knight done up in the Adeptus Mechanicus setup. So he doesn't really have a place to go, so he's going to go on that shelf because there's a bit of room. And then my second last 40k army is Ultramarines. So, and yeah, a couple Imperial Guards guys just hanging out there. So start out with Lord McCraig, and some of the HQ choices, some standard tactical guys, scouts with the Landspeeder Storm that kind of matches up with all the guys. Got 2 of the flyers there, some Centurions in the back, squad of Legion of the Damned, and of course my standard Land Raider with a regular Terminator squad. Those are the guys from the Assault on Blackreach, the kind of lame looking Terminators, and a Rhino with some of the Forge World doors on it. So that's my Imperial Guard army, and then I didn't look at my not Imperial Guard, my Ultramarines, my Blood Angels now. Okay, so starting off, the Sanguinar, he's probably the best guy in this army. Did him a whole non-metallic gold sort of a look, so it looks really cool. And I've got Dante, Caroline, however you pronounce it, from the new set, just finished him up. Astrath the Grim, or whatever his name's called. Lamartes, the chaplain guy for Death Company. Small squad of Death Company guys they're going to need new bases. Bowel Predator, that's magnetized. I don't know if that will come out easily. It comes apart, but it is magnetized. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, magnet in there somewhere. Okay, and then I've got 3 Dreadnoughts, sort of one of each variety. Now this one here I did before the Furioso was released, so it's just a regular Dreadnought, and I swapped out one of the arms with the hand from the what's it called, the Siege Dreadnought. And then this one here was actually a conversion of, I believe this one was anyways, was the conversion of the Assault on Blackreach Dreadnought with the extra bits left over from this one. And I've got 3 Land Speeders, just because, and 1 Storm Raven. Okay, my last 40k army, which is the Dark Eldar, and they're much smaller. I have 4 Raiders in my to be painted pile. They're all airbrushed. They just need to be all the details. So once they are done, I'll run a room in this case for them. Moving up, I have the Space Hulk set. The Terminators are almost all painted. The Gene Stealers, I think 2 are only 2 of them are actually finished. The rest of them are kind of started. But I figured it'd be neat to have that sort of set up in the glass display. Dreadfleet, I have that whole set painted up. This is all the ships and a little bit of the scenery. There's a lot more scenery that goes along with that, but don't have that set up. And of course the Hobbit, got those. I have almost all the dwarves painted, and then everything else is sort of painted up. The scenery isn't painted all that well, but sort of a quick and dirty setup. So anyways, that's my collection as it stands right now. I've got a bunch of these IKEA shelves, and they hold everything quite nicely. And it's kind of all beside my my painting table right here. Sorry about those lights, I just have them pointed that way to help illuminate some of this. Hope you enjoyed this. Merry Christmas everybody, and be seeing you next year in many more tutorials.